And we'll go ahead and we'll continue with questions for our race winner, Marcus Ericsson. Go ahead, Kevin, in the room.
Hey, Marcus, congratulations on your first win. Was going through your head when you saw the problems that Will Power was having right in front of you? Like, what did you think?
Yeah, obviously you don't want to see someone have a problem like that, especially he was leading the race. I was really fired up to try and get him on that last restart because I've been saying that this year that I want that first IndyCar win. That's highest on my list. So I was fired up when the red flag came out because I knew I was gonna get a chance to try and get by him. But and obviously, like I said, you never want to see anyone have a problem, but I'll take it. We've had some bad luck. I've had some bad luck the last couple of years when we've been looking good, and today, it was our day. It was my day, and that's racing sometimes. It's obviously bad for Will, but it was our luck, and then just had to finish the job.
You had been pretty close to him for a few laps, but you couldn't really mount a charge. Like, was the restart going to be the only chance you had?
A lot of the race, and I put pressure on him a couple of times throughout the race. Was quite close to attack him down into 7 a couple of times, but he was defending well. But I saw after the first red flag that he was struggling a bit to get up to speed. So I thought that I had a pretty good chance there after the last red flag to try and attack him on that first lap because I felt like we were a bit better getting up to speed than him. So I knew that was going to be my chance. But then obviously when he had his problem, it was just about trying to stay cool and just perfect the restart in the last couple of laps.
And last thing real quick, I know you're the only one up here at the moment, but at the start of the season, none of the three of you had won a race. And now all three of you are race winners. Is this going to be a new podium site to have you three up here?
Yeah, it's good for me at the moment, which has quite a few of these older legends still racing, and they are very competitive and very good still. And then the young kids that are coming, and I'm there somewhere in between, but quite new here in IndyCar. So it's really cool to see that mix, I think, of experience and different backgrounds. And this year has been tremendous. I think the field is so talented, so many good drivers, and the fact that we've had 7 different winners in 7 races, I think it's an incredible thing for the series. And I was gonna say, let's hope it goes like that, continue that way. But I don't want that now anymore.
From 7 different countries as well.
Yeah, that as well. Yeah, so that's super cool.
Well, it's good to see you up here. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. We'll take one more in the room, and then we'll go back to the Zoom.
Marcus, on that restart, it looked like you just nailed it. Would you call that one of the best restarts of your life?
Yeah, probably the best one I've done. Yeah, I would say so because the pressure was on, and I knew Taco was behind, and Taco, he always goes for it. So I knew like if he would get half a chance to go for that win, he would send it up the inside of into turn 3. So I knew on that restart that I had to make it perfect because otherwise he would try and go for that gap. So I was really focused, trying to plan it behind the safety car to see where I was gonna go, and just managed to hit it perfect. And then when I knew I had the jump, when I saw my mirrors out of 2, I knew I'd done enough, and then I just had to control it for the last couple of laps.
And you sort of answered it before, but when you're sitting there on pit lane and you see the 12 guys frantically trying to get that car refired, to just sit and think, well, they'll get it restarted and I'll be behind Will. But when you realize, go ahead, go onto the track, I mean, what immediately went through your mind?
The immediate thing was that this is my day. This is my day. And this is the day I've been working 8 years to be, and like I said, I had some bad luck the last couple of years, but today all that turned. The first red flag was good luck for me, and the second red flag was, and what happened with Will, that was luck. But also we performed. We were fast. We did everything right in the pits, the restarts, made passes, overtook people. So yeah, we had some luck, but we also delivered. So it was just one of those things. It's racing. Like I said, I feel bad for Will because he did a tremendous job today, but today was our day.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, we're going to go back to the Zoom really quick. We're going to go to Josh Satil from the race. Hi, Josh.
Hi, thank you very much. Marcus, congratulations on the win. How much more now do you feel at home in IndyCar? Now you've had your first win, third season as well. Do you feel quite comfortable as an IndyCar driver?
Can you repeat that? Sorry, I didn't hear.
How much more comfortable do you feel now as an IndyCar driver? Now you've got your first win.
It's a huge relief. You know, it's I came over here after 5 years of F1, and one of the big goals coming over here was to win races again. And obviously in F1, I was in smaller teams where it was not any chance realistically to win a race. So that was a big thing when I came over here to have that opportunity again. But obviously the first 2 years, I got to the podium here in Detroit 2 years ago. But apart from that, it's been some good performances, but not that first win. And going into this year, I feel like I've really gotten used to the series, to the cars, to the tracks, and I felt like, you know, one of the big things for me this year was to get that first win out of the way, and it means a lot. And I think the confidence you get from it is gonna help me a lot going forward in this championship. Yeah, it's a big thing, and also, you know, IndyCar race winner. It's not many that can say that, and I can say that now, and that feels just amazing.
And with so much bad luck, did it feel like it was never going to happen, as if you were never going to get that win just because of all the bad luck?
No, because the thing is, sooner or later the luck turns, and like I said, I don't want to blame bad luck. I think we haven't had much luck the last couple of years, but the thing this year that I've felt from the whole 8-car Husky Chocolate Honda team is that we've been strong everywhere. We've been in the mix, in the top 10, in the top 8, pretty much every track we've been to. We've had some bad luck that sort of took away some results from us, but we've been there every single weekend. And if you continue to believe in what you're doing, continue to work hard, sooner or later your day is gonna come. So I did believe, you know, this year that we were gonna get that first win, and obviously it feels great to get it already now because it's quite a bit to go in the championship.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Josh. Next, we're going to go to Ben Johnston from Paddock Eye.
Cheers, Kate. Hey, Marcus, congratulations. How much confidence does this give you going into tomorrow's race, but also into kind of further into the season then as well?
It gives a ton of confidence, I would say. As a driver, you know, you want to know, you know, you always believe you can win, but to actually do it, you know, it means a lot. And I always believed I could do it, but it's been hard work here in IndyCar. It's a very tough championship, and you know, some of the best drivers in the world are here. So to get that first win is a huge achievement, I think, and it's going to help me a lot for tomorrow and going forward in this championship. You know, it gives me a big boost of confidence, and the whole 8-car team a big boost of confidence. So we're going to bring that into tomorrow, try and get another one tomorrow, and then, you know, have a strong season.
Excellent. And in terms of the track in Detroit, what do you think it is in terms of the characteristics of the track that kind of suits your driving style, given that you had the podium in 2019 and then you had the win today?
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. I just felt like the first time I came here in 2019, I really enjoyed the track. I think it has a lot of character. It's obviously very bumpy and different, you know, surfaces that makes it pretty tricky to drive. But it's a big driver's track, I would say, you know, and all my life, you know, Suzuka, Spa, these type of tracks, Silverstone, where it's really the driver can make a big difference, as tracks that I've really enjoyed. And I feel like Detroit is also a track like that, where it's really tough. You need obviously to have a good car, but then the last part is about the driver getting the most out of it, getting the last couple of tenths out of it in the driving. And I felt, like I said, from the get-go here in 2019 that I really enjoyed this track, and knew coming into this weekend that we were going to be strong and have a good chance.
Excellent. Well, best of luck tomorrow, man, and congratulations. Thanks very much, Kate.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ben. I'm going to take one more from the Zoom. Zach Horrell from IndyCar.com.
Hey, Marcus. You said on the NBC interview that the last time you won, you were just a kid. So I was wondering how you, I don't know, do you appreciate wins a lot more? I mean, what's your appreciation for this win versus your GP2 and your last win, and kind of your mindset on how easily wins can go away?
Yeah, I think I said 10 years ago, but it's not that long. It's 8 years. But
Yeah, I believe it was 2013,
yeah,
but I heard 10 also.
Exactly.
And I was
Someone
like,
said 10. I was like, yeah,
"That's
10
bad,"
years
yeah.
ago. And then Yeah, now I realize that it's not 10, it's 8 years. So yeah, but it's still a very long time. And I think, back then, I was going through the junior categories, going up, trying to get to F1. And then, I was winning races pretty much every year, going up the ranks. So it was something that, you were sort of used to and targeting. And then that's a tough thing with European racing when you reach the top level like I did in 2014 to F1. I was in smaller teams that didn't have the resources to compete for wins. And then you as a driver, you sort of forget that feeling to fight and go for them wins. And it was not until I went to IndyCar that I realized how much I missed that feeling to go into a weekend and have the mindset to try and win, try and beat everyone. So that's something I've really, really, really enjoyed here in IndyCar. And I've worked very, very hard. I think you can, if you ask the team, I've been working very hard to try and, learn as much as I can. I have great teammates to learn from, and that's helped me a lot. But still to be able to get everything together and to win in IndyCar, I think is one of the toughest things you can do, because you don't only need to be fast in IndyCar, you need to do all the things right. You need to have the team behind you, the pit stop strategy set up. It's such a tough series to win in. So it does mean a lot, and I miss this feeling so much. It's crazy.
Over the last 8 years, did you ever lose confidence when the wins stopped piling up, or did you always know that you could do it still?
I think you definitely lose some confidence, but that's the thing. You need to be mentally strong and believe in yourself and believe in your abilities. And I've done that. I've been strong, and that's been one of my strengths. I think that I've been having good mental strength. But it's for sure it's tough. I think it would be tough for anyone to go 8 years without winning a race when that's what you do. You work. My job is to win races, and I haven't done it for 8 years. Of course, it's gonna take a toll on you. But I think today I showed that I can do it, so it's gonna help me a lot going forward.
Great, thanks guys. Congrats, Marcus.
Thank you.
Thanks, Zach. We're going to come back to the room for a bit, but we will come back to the Zoom. Go ahead, Jennifer.
Thanks. Congratulations, Marcus. All the luck went your way today, I guess, except at the end when your golf cart broke down. What happened there?
Yeah, I don't know. It was it must be in the same starter engine like Will had, unfortunately. I shouldn't make jokes. I like I said, I feel bad for Will. He did a great job out there, but yeah, that's how it goes.
Did you get a replacement?
I had to call the team to get him pick me up here. So yeah, there was like I said, maybe I used all my good luck for today up in the race. So that's how it goes.
I know that you faced pressure and felt pressure in your other series in Formula One and coming up through the ranks. What's it like driving for Chip and alongside Scott Dixon and in that team? Do you feel the same kind of pressures?
Yeah, I do, and I think Chip always says he likes winners, and I came here haven't won a race in 8 years. So I think when he realized that after his time, he was like, "Oh, you haven't won in that long? We need to change that." So I think he's pretty happy about that I won this race today, because like he wants drivers that can win, and today we had the opportunity to do it, and I did, and we as a team did it and delivered, and I think that was a huge effort. And I think us racing drivers, we always live with that pressure to try and win races and finish up front, and when you get opportunities like today, you need to take them, and that's why I'm super happy that I managed to do that and not do any mistakes, and just really do a perfect job, especially there and then.
And the organization now has 3 winners this season, so I'm wondering how you feel you guys stack up across the board.
I think we have a great team this year. We have Scott, obviously, which is one of the best ever in IndyCar. So I think all of us other drivers can learn a lot, and are learning a lot from Scott and his the way he drives, works, everything. And then Alex has come in this year. It's been super fast and really been a great addition to the team. Obviously, winning the first race out is super impressive, and after that as well, it's been very, very strong. And then Jimmy and Tony has also been very important for the team, with Jimmy's work ethic and his way of just being who he is, and with all his success he's had in his career. I think he's been a great addition to the team, and TK as well with all his experience. So I think that the sort of mix we have in Chip Ganassi Racing this year it's definitely made us stronger, and I think that shows, with, like I said, three winners within the team. I think that's a pretty cool stat, and shows how good this organization is and how much work we've done in the off season to make sure we have strong cars, and every weekend, everywhere we go, we are in the mix.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Jenna. Casey, hold up one second. I'm going to go back to the Zoom for a little bit because I have some folks that are most likely on deadline overseas. We're going to go to Jonas Brandmar from Nirgis Alejandra, and I probably butchered that, but hi, Jonas, and thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you very much. Grattis, Marcus. See you again.
Tack.
De andra fick ju frågor på sitt språk, så jag tar den på svenska. Har du hunnit öppna telefonen och sett alla meddelanden hemifrån? Och hur har supporten varit från Sverige?
Nej, jag har inte sett någonting. Min telefon, jag vet inte vart den är, så jag har inte hunnit sett så mycket. Men jag kan tänka mig att det är en hel del som är glada där hemma. Det tror jag.
Ja, det har exploderat på sociala medier i varje fall och så vidare. Hur var känslan när du tog mållinjen och klarade av de här sista varven och klev ur bilen? Var det tårar man såg på kinderna? Eller?
Ja, 100%. Det gick inte att hålla tillbaka tårarna. Som sagt, jag har jobbat så jäkla hårt för det här under många år och haft väldigt mycket motgångar och stolpe ut, eller det har alltid varit något, känns som, när jag har varit nära, och efter åren i Formel 1 också, så det är klart man inte tvivlar på sig själv, men det är tufft liksom. Så när jag kom till IndyCar här så var det också mycket stolpe ut. Jag tycker jag har haft många bra race och bra prestationer, men inte riktigt lyckats hela vägen och fått de där fullträffarna. Och idag så var det för att allt liksom föll min väg, och jag visste att förr eller senare så måste det göra det, och jag har fortsatt trott på mig själv och trott på min förmåga och teamets förmåga. Jag visste att jag hade vad som krävs för att vinna i den här serien, men det är klart att någon gång måste det komma också, och det är klart att det varit tufft och frustrerande att det alltid liksom föll på någonting. Så idag när Will, jag vet inte, jag bara kände när det blev den där sista rödflaggen, så bara kände jag att den här rödflaggen är för oss. Den kommer hjälpa mig på något vänster. Och jag tänkte att jag skulle verkligen utmana Power för den där segern efter sista omstarten, för jag visste att jag var snabb på omstarten, jag var snabb på värmen i däcken. Så jag var riktigt taggad på att försöka ta den där vinsten då efter sista omstarten. Nu istället fick han problemet, och det är klart man aldrig ville se att någon får ett problem, men på något sätt så kändes det som att det var bara menat att det skulle bli så. Och sen var det bara liksom sätta ihop det och inte göra något misstag på slutet. Men jag kände mig inte orolig då, utan då visste jag att nu har jag det i egna händer och då kommer jag fixa det.
Stort tack och lycka till imorgon.
Tack Jonas.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And Jeroen from ChampWeb, who will go to next, tells me that was your hometown paper. So how cool is that?
Yeah.
All right, Jeroen, go ahead. You're next.
Thanks, Kate. Hey, Marcus. Yeah, I'm also calling in from Sweden, so I can only say grattis. Hey, this was a very weird day for sports in the Nordics, as you might have known, because at the European Football Championship, we had the scary incident with Christian Ericsson. Then we had the bad accident here with Felix. How does it feel good, sort of, that you can sort of, as a Swede, that you can end the day on a high by winning your first race?
Yeah, I heard about that incident in the Euros, and I haven't heard more. I mean, we had the race, but I hope he's okay. That was very scary when we had the news just before the race. And then obviously Felix had a very nasty crash. From what I heard there as well, he is okay, and that's the main thing. But of course, I hope and I think that I brought some joy to at least in Sweden with this win. I've had a great following ever since my years in F1. I have a great support and people that really believes in me and supports me, and feel very happy for them as well, and thankful.
Yeah, well, I'm very happy for you as well, man. You deserve it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kate.
Thanks, Jeroen. All right, back in the room, back to Casey.
Thanks, Kate. Marcus, we've seen 4 first-time winners this season so far, and we've seen 7 different winners first time since 2017. That's happened. What's it like? Is this the most deepest the field that is in IndyCar, you think?
I believe so. Yeah, I think the field now just the depth of it is incredible. I think there is at least 18 drivers that can win a race this year, maybe even 20. And I don't think there is another championship in the world that can say that. So I think the quality of this field and the depth of this field is just amazing. And I think it also shows that some people, they can win one day and be P22 the next day on pure pace, because it's so tough and tight that if you don't get everything right, you can be in the back of the queue. And I think that's something that drives all of us drivers to get the best out of ourselves and teams. And I think it's really cool. I love that. You know, us drivers, you know, we're battling out there on the track, and you know, the way you have to deliver all the time and always improve. I think that's it's a very cool thing, and I think IndyCar is in such a strong position now. And ever since I came here, you know, it's my third year, but every year it's just become more and more competitive and more good drivers.
What was harder, dealing with the bumps or staying hydrated in the big heat this week?
It's probably a combination. You know, the heat is definitely tough, but also today, you know, it was such a long race with all the breaks. So then, you know, your mind is in race mode for so long, for so many hours, so you get pretty tired. But then when you get dehydrated and sweating a lot and very hot, the bumps makes it worse, because, you know, that doesn't help being on a bumpy streets course. So it's definitely hard work out there, but that's all the hours in the off season that I do, and all the training you put down. That's when moments like this, that's when that pays off.
All right. Thanks, Marcus.
Thanks.
Thanks, Casey. We'll take one more from Tim May.
Yeah, I was wondering, Marcus, did you prove today that Husky chocolate doesn't melt in the heat?
I think I did, yeah, exactly. The winner's drink, Husky chocolate.
That's not my real question. My real question is, on the restart, you're in basically a bumpy concrete tube. That's what stands between you and winning your first IndyCar race. What was just the concentration level in those last several laps, knowing what had happened to several other cars today?
When I saw Will having his problem, I knew that this is my day, and I knew I was going to win it. It sounds, you know, confident, like, to say that. I knew, you know, obviously I had very strong cars behind me, but I just knew that it's all in my hands now, and I just needed to do my job perfect, and I will win this race. So then it was all about going into myself and just focus and doing what I knew I had to do. So I was really focusing on getting that perfect restart, and just when I did that restart and got it really perfect, it was all about trying to get the tires up to speed and just not doing any mistakes. But I was really feeling confidence within myself doing that last restart. But obviously, you know, I knew Taco was behind, so I knew if I mess it up, he's gonna go for it. So it was definitely pressure, but I felt very calm and sort of focused.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Tim. Congratulations again to Marcus Ericsson. We're going to end it there so he can recover and be competitive in tomorrow's event as well.